Welcome to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln campus as we celebrate the remarkable new home for our College of Business Administration. It's my privilege today to introduce our dean. I clearly remember the first time I met Dondi Plowman. You probably remember the first time you met Dondi too. She makes an impression with the clarity of her vision and the authenticity of her motives and the infectiousness of her optimism. I've taken to saying that the most interesting place in Nebraska is the straight line between Dondi Plowman and wherever she is headed. Now, Dondi's quick to say that it's your hard work and generosity that brought us to this happy event, and that is certainly true. But it is also true that leaders matter. And there are times in an organization's life when the character and tenacity of the leader matter even more. This is one of those times. Over the last 5 years, from the moment she stepped foot on our campus, Dondi has gathered all of us up and connected us to one another and reignited our passion for CBA's mission. And the next thing we knew, she was leading us down the straight line that delivered us to today. I'm very proud to introduce the Dean of UNL's College of Business Administration, Dr. Dondi Plowman.
Well, thank you all so much for being here today for this historic groundbreaking of our new College of Business Administration. This day has been at least 4 years in the making, and in just a minute we're going to dig some holes out there. Well, actually we're digging into a box full of dirt, but we're imagining it as a holes. For this $84 million, 240,000 square foot, privately funded new College of Business Administration. But the journey 4 years ago began not as a journey towards a building. It began as a journey toward building a world-class College of Business. Our faculty and staff have been working so hard to raise the stature and visibility of, I'm going to have to use glasses, of our, I was going to try, the vanity thing was, I'm going with the glasses. But our faculty and staff have been working so hard to raise the visibility and stature of our college on the campus, in the business community, in the state, and in the world. And I'm so proud of them and the work that they've been doing. Through their efforts, we've added new programs like supply chain management and entrepreneurship, which the state really needed. We've added the Honors Academy, which is attracting the best and the brightest and keeping them in this state. And we just had 86 applications for 40 spots for this year's class. Unbelievable. We started our own career services, and you know what? The percentage of students getting jobs and the salaries they're getting are higher than they were before. All those things matter. We've hired 35 new faculty. We've got a bunch more coming on in the fall. Our enrollments have been, I like to use the word, Harvey, exploding. But as particularly a brand new freshman, we've seen an increase of 62% in the last 5 years. We have so much to be proud of. And we're grateful that the world is noticing us and what we're doing. In case there might be one or two of you in here who don't know this, we jumped 21 spots this year in the U.S. News & World Report ranking. Out of 426 undergraduate schools of business, we went from 72 to 51. And that's awesome. So that felt like some long-awaited recognition for the hard work we've put in. And now this state-of-the-art building is going to continue our positive trajectory. This new building will change how we teach. It's going to change what we teach. It's going to change the types of experiences we can offer students who are seeking a first-class, world-class business education. We envision this building as a new central gathering place for the CBA community. It's going to help us feel more like a community. Faculty, students, staff, alumni, our business partners, and parents. We have some parents here today. With more than 1,300 non-business students who are now enrolled in our minor in business, this new building is going to serve as a hub for the entire campus. And we're excited about that. One-stop student services, cutting-edge technology, and space to host conferences and programs that we now can't do. I dream of it lit up at night because the business community is using it 7 days a week for the programs that they're interested in. This building belongs and will belong to all of us. Throughout the design and planning of this building, we've had many partners, both in and outside CBA and outside the university. Assistant Dean and Chief of Operations for our college, Rick Barrera, has coordinated this process, and we've made thousands of decisions, including things, big ones like what the exterior is going to look like, and other ones like classroom layouts, how many bike racks, that took a lot of conversations, where the dumpsters go, that was controversial, and all sorts of other details. Our team has been led by UNL project manager Brad Muelling, who is here, somewhere Brad's here back there in the back. He's done a terrific job, and I want to thank all of these people inside CBA and from the larger UNL community who's participated in one of these committees. I wish you guys would stand or raise your hand. Faculty, staff who've been on a committee, task force. But the one thing that really makes this building unique and absolutely amazing is our partners, our alumni and business community who are generously and graciously providing the funding, all of it, for this building. This building is truly being built by our alums for future alums. We thank each of you and every one of you for your generosity, for your belief in us and in this dream. I look across this crowd and see what I consider to be the CBA family, and I'm so happy to be part of it. And it's because of you that we are here today. We will be good stewards of your gift. Nowhere but in Nebraska could something this special of this magnitude happen. Howard and Rhonda Hawks made a lead gift early that helped others have the confidence that we could really do this. Thank you for doing that. I especially want to thank the CBA Capital Campaign Committee, who were early supporters of this idea for a new building and began talking it up long before many other people ever thought it could happen. Our leaders were Ton and Holly Ostegard, and we wouldn't be here today without your enthusiasm, your generous gift, your encouragement of others to become involved. Thank you, Ton and Holly. To all our donors, I want to direct your attention to the students who you can't see them. They're about crowded out. In the back wearing red shirts. They're somewhere around here. And they will be directly affected by your wonderful gifts. Their shirts say, where are you guys? Somebody in a red shirt. Marjorie's right here on the front row. Let Marjorie stand up. Their shirts say, I will be the first to start something in the new College of Business Administration. They will be seniors in 2017 and the first class to take full advantage of the building. Now to those of you, one last thing I do have to say. This is like my dad being the preacher moment in me. If there are those of you here who have not yet had the opportunity to participate in this effort, you may write a check, see me or Matt Boyd today, and I know there might be just a couple of you in this crowd who want to help us finish this. We're not quite there, but we're almost there. I'm honored that we have a number of important dignitaries whose support has made this possible, and we've asked each of them to make some brief comments today.
Well, I'm delighted to be here today, and I'm delighted that so many of you are here today for this groundbreaking. This is a testament to the work of Dean Dondi Plowman and the faculty who have created a program that has secured the confidence of the alumni to a very large extent. I can say that my only major contribution to this project is that I suggested this event be held inside today. Academic buildings are only tools that help students and faculty succeed. Of course, its biggest impact will be on the college itself. While it will facilitate modern teaching methodology, it will also create new and higher expectations for inspired teaching, for innovative research, and for important service to Nebraska business. We now have a building that can accommodate a Big Ten business school. However, we should all realize this building is an important step forward for the university and the state of Nebraska as well. For the university, it will help us achieve our enrollment goals. The college is one of the fastest growing colleges, and we expect it to continue to grow, something that would not be possible without this facility. This building will also change the university environment for all of us. It is the first step toward implementation of our new master plan. The building also adds to an impressive list of nationally recognized architects who have contributed structures to the city of Lincoln. This second Robert Stern designed building complements the work of Bertram Goodhue, I.M. Pei, Robert Johnson, and others. CBA has always made a large contribution to the business talent that has driven Nebraska's economy. This building assures that our future business leaders will have the benefit of a contemporary education. It's my pleasure to witness the momentum of this college, both in numbers and in reputation, and to be a part of this important moment in the life of the College of Business Administration and the university. Thank you.
It's really a pleasure to be here today. Dean Plowman, you did well. A lot of the people who are donors to this building, I've become friends with over the time I've been interim president, and you have our deepest appreciation for what you've done to make this building possible. And likewise, the alumni who have supported this building, you recognize the value of having a strong College of Business as part of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Clearly, one of the great joys of being the interim president has been to witness the transformation on all of our campuses as new structures have been broken ground and been constructed to better allow us to accomplish our teaching and research missions. As Chancellor Perman said, a building is a building. What really is important, what happens inside it. And buildings like this do help us attract the best faculty. They provide a great learning environment, offering the newest tools for the students who are studying here. Now, I was thinking a little bit about the groundbreaking of a College of Business, and so I was thinking about business. And I was thinking back, well, spice trading goes back to 3000 BC, and probably the first wheel was traded off for some beast that somebody had killed. So the point there is business pervades everything. It pervades the arts, sciences, healthcare. We cannot run a modern society without people who are knowledgeable in business. And those could be people who are pursuing a degree in business, or they could be arts majors who someday have to manage their own studio and need to get the exposure to basic business principles that they will get in this new building. So it is transformative for so many aspects of what the university does, and those of you who made this possible deserve our thanks. Future alumni who are students now should witness this day, and if you're successful in your business endeavors, there probably will be opportunities in the future where you can support programs in the College of Business. So thank you all for being here very much.
A building represents growth, and one of the really great things about any business is that it grows, and so to see our College of Business growing is tremendous.
We have great professors, great curriculum, great experience at this campus, and now it's time to get students into a building that allows all that to flourish and maximize it, as well as get better, high-quality students recruited, because it really is a big tool to get some of the top talent in the nation to Nebraska.
For me, honestly, the new building was one of the big reasons that I wanted to come to the University of Nebraska. It really represents that we're a university that's starting to trend upwards, and we learn in all our investing classes that you want to go in something that you believe is currently undervalued and will build itself up. And I think the University of Nebraska is in a great place.
Seems like there is so much energy and a buzz among students to be in spaces that work and spaces that reflect what they'll see when they're out in the working world, and something that they can be proud of.
It means a lot to me to be able to be the first class to move into the new building. I'm looking forward to seeing the landscape of the campus change with the addition of the new building, and I am very excited to be able to experience the new resources the building will offer.
To have areas that are specifically built to allow collaboration, I think will make it a lot easier for students to work with each other, and hopefully for the faculty to work with each other.
Places where we can go work on a group project, or even work in groups inside classrooms, the collaboration classrooms. I think it's going to be really cool.
So the College of Business is making some great connections with the businesses here in Nebraska.
To share their resources with the students and definitely create a connection between the students of business at UNL and the business world outside of the college.
I think it's really important, as technology is changing so fast today, that we really do need to have facilities that keep up with that so that students can learn more effectively and faculty can teach more productively.
We see with the new business world, it's really focused on technology, especially within the next 15 years. So the new technology focus will help me learn exactly what I'm going to be going into within the business world.
For me, the building represents the commitment of the alumni of the College of Business, investing in the lives of the students here. And that's really important to me as they partner with me in creating the next generation of business leaders.
And this really is going to expand our learning opportunities.
I would say to the donors who are making this building possible a sincere thank you and a sense of gratitude for not just building a legacy in their name, but also creating a legacy for all of Nebraska to enjoy.
It's essentially an investment in what they believe that the state can do in the future and how business can help improve our society as a whole.
I am very excited about the new opportunities it'll present, and I'm really looking forward to using every single inch of it.
I can't wait to get into the new building to start something.
Donnie mentioned that Rhonda and I made a lead gift. I want to show you how Matt, Boyd, and Donnie lead you to a lead gift.
Thank you, Bob.
I'm honored to be here today to help celebrate a special day in the history and in the future, I might add, of the College of Business Administration. One of the highest priorities of the Board of Regents is to provide students with an excellent education which provides them the basic skills to make their livelihood and enjoy life. And part of providing a high-quality education is making certain that our students have the very best learning environment possible, an environment that suits the needs of 21st century students, where opportunities for collaboration and sharing abound, where faculty and students work side by side, where students do not simply go to class, as I did, and then leave, but they stay, engage, and pursue activities that enrich their classroom learning. Back when I was a student, which was before you thought about a new building, I guess, collaborative learning was not so common. But today, students expect to have regular interactions and meaningful interactions with each other and with their professors. And this facility will provide that. We'll better serve the needs of our students, who in turn will help us attract even more of the best and brightest young people of Nebraska and others to Nebraska. When they see what we have to offer here, not just the building, but our faculty, they will want to be here. And we will want them to be here. And as Donnie said, we are going to want them to stay in Nebraska. Another one of the Board of Directors' goals, Board of Regents' goals, is to make responsible use of our resources, leveraging private giving where possible to supplement the state's support for the university. This building will be Exhibit A in that program. My congratulations to Dean Plowman and all of the CBA faculty, staff, support staff, and students for what they have accomplished so far. 20 over 20 jumps, another 20 2 years from now, she told me, she promised. The future for the College of Business Administration is bright, and I can't wait to see what you all achieve together in this new building. Finally, as an alumnus, I'm extremely proud. Thank you.
Howard, I thought about grabbing your tie on the way up. Maybe we'll try that later on. But good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here as part of this special day. As I've said before, I think this project really represents and epitomizes the boldness of some of the ideas that we saw come to fruition in the campaign for Nebraska that officially ended December 31, but continues in spirit with this project and other activities at the university. This project represents more than 3 times anything that has been successfully funded in terms of private philanthropy for an academic facility project at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. More than 3 times anything that's been successfully done here. And I am just floored when you really take a step back and think about that over the history of this institution. I think it speaks volumes about the leadership of the university. I think it speaks volumes about the volunteer leadership that we had involved in this campaign and on behalf of this project specifically. And certainly it speaks volumes about the generosity and the spirit of giving that exists within this state. So I just want to really say thanks to a few individuals, which I know is not part of my prepared remarks, but I also want to thank Howard and Rhonda. Every project needs a champion early on to say, we believe, and you were that champion early on to say, we believe, and this can happen. I certainly want to thank Chancellor Perlman and Dean Plowman for their amazing leadership at the university and for Interim President Linder and President Emeritus Milliken before him for their advocacy for this project as well. I want to thank Ton and Holly for their leadership of the campaign for CBA. Ton's done double duty these last couple of years as chairman of the board at the foundation as well, and I can't begin to tell you how many hours and days he commits to his work and the care and the passion that he has for this university and for the work that we do. And at a time when we needed some momentum on this project, Ton and members of the business community here in Lincoln really stepped up and provided a significant piece of funding to push this project forward, and we're grateful for that leadership. I know many of you in this room are here and represent the significant amount of support that came in that way. And finally, I just want to say stick with us. There have been 800 people who have made gifts as part of this project at all levels. About 80 of those gifts have been what we would consider major gift contributions to the program, and there have been 12 people or companies who have contributed in excess of $1 million or more to help make this a reality. But I'd ask you to stick with us. As Dondi hinted, we still have a little bit of work to do to finish this out, and as Chancellor Perlman indicated and President Linder, it's not about the building alone. It's about the people that are going to go into this building, both the students and the faculty, and the programs that are going to live on forever that are going to really advance this institution forward. So on behalf of the University Foundation, I want to say most sincere thanks to everybody for helping make this day a reality, and let's have some fun and look forward to the days and weeks and years ahead. Thanks.
There is no place, there is no, there is no place, there is no, there is no place, 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 there is no place. Like Nebraska, dear old Nebraska, you will all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska, you. There is no place like Nebraska, dear old Nebraska, you will all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska, you. There is no place, there is no place like Nebraska. Dear old Nebraska, scarlet and green, all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska, you. Oh, there is no place like Nebraska. Dear old Nebraska, you will all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska, you. There is no place like Nebraska, dear old Nebraska, you will all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska, you. There is no place like Nebraska, dear old Nebraska, you will all stick together in all types of weather for dear old Nebraska. There is no place like Nebraska.
Thank you all so much. There's actually even a finance major in that group.
Wow, what a day. I mean, I'm just blown away. But as Dondi said when I came in, you know, if she's playing a party, she expects a full house. And clearly everybody responded to her invite. So thank you for all being here today. It's a true testament to the Nebraskans to be here on a rather cold, at least sunny March day. So again, thanks for everybody being here. But really, what a historic day it is. A historic day for the University of Nebraska and for the College of Business Administration. When I say historic, I don't think that's an understatement by any stretch of the imagination. It is truly a very historic day. And really, what an exciting time for the faculty and the students. Not only as we break ground on a new building, but as has been said time and time again throughout the other comments, more importantly, lay the foundation for a very collaborative and stimulating environment that will enhance the quality of education that is given and the quality of education that is received. And that's what will really transform the students that come here, is what occurs inside that building. As has been mentioned, this project has been on the wish list for a long, long time. And I know even going back to previous deans, a lot of people aspired to have a new building. But as others have said, it was really the vision and the spark provided by Dean Dondi Plowman that transformed that wish into a need. Through her leadership, a business plan was developed that demonstrated that an investment in a new building would produce superior returns. Just like any good business project, she demonstrated the superior returns. And those returns will be manifested through helping us attract and retain the best students and the best faculty to support the needs of Nebraska companies for generations to come. Chancellor Perman, J.B. Milliken, and Interim President Linder endorsed Dondi's vision and ratified her business plan for this historic project, which brings us here to this milestone today. As has been said, I've had the pleasure to serve as the chair of this committee, campaign committee, but I really want each of the committee members that are here today to stand, because they did an outstanding job hosting events around the country, and those events help spread that good news, spread that excitement. And so with those members of the Capital Campaign Committee that are here today, please stand. Donors as the venture capitalists in this transaction. They're the venture capitalists responsible for making this dream a reality, and they deserve special thanks and recognition as well. As has been said, when finished, this will be the largest project ever completed on the Lincoln campus, fully funded by private donations. This is an historic project made possible through the collective efforts of bold people inspired by a bold idea. In closing, I want to quote Willa Cather from O Pioneers: "The land belongs to the future." To paraphrase Willa Cather, this new building belongs to our future, the young men and women whose education will be enhanced by this building. Thank you. And you're the first one to be enhanced, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Bell, and I am a freshman management major from Oak Park, Illinois. I chose to attend the College of Business Administration because it has such a long history of educating and graduating successful alumni like many of you here today. I knew that CBA was the right fit for me when I met the esteemed faculty who personally cared about my success and led me to invaluable opportunities. Once I started to hear about the new building and found out that my class would be the first to move in our senior year, I couldn't wait to see it. I heard about the building's components such as new technology, modern floor plans, and learning spaces. Space, which there's not a lot of in the current building. With these additions, there will be more room to learn, speak with our advisors and professors, meet with friends and classmates, and we will have room to just breathe. The infinite opportunities throughout the building make it an exciting addition to UNL's campus. Thank you to all of those who have made this incredible new building and the endless possibilities that come with it a reality. I plan on taking full advantage of every opportunity this new building provides and can't wait to be inside and start something. Thank you.
Thank you, Marjorie. And thank you to Marjorie's mother for coming all the way from Illinois. I look forward to seeing the many things that your daughter's going to do in that new building. I also want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate. So before we move on to the important part, we are going to go outside there. I do want to recognize finally one last person and her team who have planned every last detail of today's event. Executive Director of Communications and Marketing, Sherry Irwin-Gish. Sherry, where are you? Let's give her a round right here. Sherry and her team bring so much energy and professionalism every day as we find new and creative ways to get our message out in the world. So thank you guys, all of you. So we need to break the ground. Now here's the way it's going to work. This only happens once in a century, so we want a commemorative photo. This building is happening because of this huge village that's making this happen. And so we want the whole CBA family in the photo if you're willing. It's a little cold, but we'll be quick.
like Nebraska, dear old Nebraska. We all stand together in all times of weather, dear old Nebraska. There is no place like Nebraska. You guys are in this one. Yeah. Are we really doing this? Yeah. In all types of weather for dear old Nebraska. There is no place like